I talk about it in the book, but there was not a close call, an actual STI that I was given in a relationship. It doesn't matter if you're single, in a relationship, somewhere in between. I think having that awareness and that protection and that knowledge is the way that we don't have to live in fear and have anxiety about these things. So yeah, teamed up with Gilead, getting the word out on PrEP, spreading it, so hopefully other people don't have to spiral the way that I did. I'll say it was a double whammy. It wasn't that I was in opposition to having a monogamous relationship, it was just not talked about. It was a surprise for me. And it really kind of freaked me out and sent me into a spiral of, you know, luckily that STI was treatable, but that I should do all precautions and be careful with anything and do anything I can to prevent myself, whether or not I'm in a relationship, whether I'm not single. Testing was something that was on my radar, and something that I was doing when I was single mostly, and I think since then, even regardless of the status of the relationship, I'm consistent with the 3-month rule. Yeah, I've always been very proactive on all health measures in my life, whether it's eating well, working out, meditating, going to therapy, working on any prescription medications to do with mental health. So it has been a big part of my routine, but that certain situation really was the thing that pushed me into being extra cautious. I think for so long there was like a stigma behind taking it, or I thought that maybe that, you know, the misconception with PrEP maybe is if you take it, that means that you're reckless with your sex life and it's a free-for-all, and I don't think that's true. I think it's just being the opposite. I think it's being cautious and careful and feeling like I have ownership over that. I think honesty and ownership is the sexiest thing in the world, and I think no one's perfect. People make mistakes. I've been the person who was the cheater too, and I've been cheated on, and we all make mistakes and we all do things. I think that the most important thing to do would be honest about it and be forthcoming. I think that you'll find out in the book that there's a very funny story where he was very much sticking to the lie until I went to the doctor, who laughed at me as soon as I pulled down my pants and said, "That's an STD."